So recently, I've been talking a lot about Fusion Strike and Lost Origin because I really believe that those were the two booster boxes from the Sword and Shield era that were really going to start moving up. And we saw that with Fusion Strike. Lost Origin is falling a little bit behind of Fusion Strike, but it's still performing extremely well. But I never talked about Chilling Reign. And usually when people talk about the best Sword and Shield sets, usually it's Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, and Chilling Reign. But I didn't talk about the set. Now the reason why I didn't include it into one of the sets that I really feel like was going to move up, as quickly as Fusion Strike and Lost Origin, is because I've always just seen that there's been more supply for Chilling Reign than Fusion Strike, and it seemed like there's always been a little bit less demand than Fusion Strike. So I didn't include it, but still, Chilling Reign, I still believe, is going to perform extremely well here in the near future. And since there is more supply, and you can still get these for like $220, I'll show you some listings. I feel like this is still a great opportunity. And I feel like it's going to, follow a similar pattern to Lost Origin and Fusion Strike because these are just, the top sets in Sword and Shield. But just right now, there is more supply of Chilling Reign. But hey, like I said, this is more of an opportunity. And you can find some of these boxes for cheaper than Lost Origin and Fusion Strike. So this is possibly a pretty good play to make right now because we are seeing a lot of these Sword and Shield boxes get more harder to find, and they are all moving up in price. And we see a lot of these alternate arts from other Sword and Shield sets, they're starting to move up. So Chilling Reign, I feel like it's just falling behind by a little bit, but I think it's going to move up as well, but it's going to take a little bit more time. So I want to show you guys the supply of Chilling Reign booster boxes on TCG Player because I was sort of surprised, but there isn't that much supply on TCG Player. It seems like there's a ton of listings, but all of them really only have like one available. So I guess one indicator that shows that this isn't as popular as like Fusion Strike or Lost Origin is because if you look at the sales, like this is the first day of the TCG Player sale. It only sold 19. Obviously, that was a lot compared to before. But if you compare Fusion Strike and Lost Origin on the day the TCG Player sale first started, it's a lot less than them. So that's just one, I guess, indicator to show that Chilling Reign isn't as popular, at least right now. So you can see here, only 19 sold that day. I think Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, they're around in the 50s or something like that. But going on to the listings that are available, you can see here, there are a decent amount available here for like under 240. Lost Origin and Fusion Strike now are over 240. But you can see here, there's 3 available, there's 6 available here. Then now it goes to 240. You can see there's only 1, and then 3. And you'll notice here, a lot of them are small sellers. And you keep going, and I'm going to get to the point where it hits 300. You can see all these are very small sellers, and they all only have one. Like they only have one available, so it's not that many. You see here, still around 240, still around the same price. And these, they're just all one available. So it looks like there's a ton of listings, which there are, but there's only one. So you can see all of these. And then finally on the third page, you can see here, now it goes up to 250. There's 1, keep going down. There's 2, and then 1, 2. And you can see finally here, it hits 300. So it looks like a ton of listings I just showed you, but a lot of them were just one. So if you add it all up, it's maybe what? 30 boxes in total that are under 300. So when you really think about it, it's not that much. But yes, these aren't selling like crazy, but it's only like 30 boxes until it hits that price point. Obviously, people can list more of these every single day at just like 240 and it'll just stay around that price, whatever. But there isn't extreme amounts of supply of these. So it is surprising to see that because I thought there would be more supply, but there really isn't that much. But like I said, you can still find these for cheaper than any other Sword and Shield sets that I talk about, like Fusion Strike, Lost Origin. Those ones are very hard to find, like anything under market. But with Chilling Reign, you can find them for like 220s. You can see here, some of these are a little bit more expensive, 250. There's a 234 listing. But here are some listings that I did find from reputable places where you can buy them. You see even smaller individual sellers, they are still selling for like 220. So just people have these. There isn't crazy amounts of supply, but they've always just been more plentiful. I don't know what it is, but there's just always been more just Chilling Reign booster boxes than just Fusion Strike and Lost Origin. It's always just been a thing. I don't know maybe when they reprinted it with Fusion Strike, they did more of it. I don't really know, but there's always been more supply. You can see here, there's more than 10 available at 230 from a big reputable seller. And there's this person, also reputable, obviously, for 220. So you can still get these for low 200s. And obviously, like I've told you guys this before, it's right now it's not as crazy as Fusion Strike and Lost Origin, but I think it's going to follow a similar pattern. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So right now this could be a play because Fusion Strike now is like almost $300. Lost Origin is like $250. So this is a little bit cheaper. So if you don't have any Chilling Reign right now, I really think it's going to follow a somewhat similar pattern to those sets. But just as of right now, there is more supply. So you're not going to maybe see as crazy things go on in maybe the next few weeks here. But who knows? Maybe its supply just dries up super quickly and then they go up, because Chilling Reign still is a very good set. It's pretty deep. I think it's a more deeper set than Fusion Strike, but it just doesn't have the top hitter card like Gengar. It has the Blaziken, but it's not as crazy as the Gengar. Now, when you look at the prices, like I said, like it doesn't have the Gengar card was like $400. The Blaziken did peak higher than this. I'll show you guys those top few cards here in a second, but you can't see there, it just doesn't have that huge hit of Gengar where it's like $400. But scrolling down, you can see here, this is a pretty deep set. Like when you look at all the cards that are like double digits, there's a ton of them, way more than Fusion Strike. But like I said, Fusion Strike has the top one hitter. That's why it's more expensive. So you can see here though, there is a lot of cards that are in the double digits. But going to the top chase cards, you can see here Blaziken. Surprisingly, if you look at, Fusion Strike, maybe not surprisingly, but Fusion Strike, Gengar has started to go back up to its top, high, like peak, but Blaziken, which is the top hit of Chilling Reign, hasn't done that. It's still actually, down. You can see here peaked at around 400, which is, I think, around the same as Gengar, but it's still at under 300. The Gengar has rebounded to 400, but this card has not, which is why we see the booster boxes really not doing much right now. And we look at the Moltres, same sort of thing, and I actually have to change this to near mint so we can get some accurate information here. And we can see here, I guess this one has actually been going up a little bit. Obviously, these are all kind of skewed because of the sale, but I guess these are actually going up a little bit compared to, I guess, the Blaziken. And then the Shadow Rider Calyrex, this one, you can see here, I guess, I sold a decent amount, I guess, this first day of the sale, but it's still, you can see here, it hasn't been selling a lot just before that. It's just because of the sale. But yeah, Chilling Reign definitely is kind of slow, and it's not performing as crazy as Fusion Strike and Lost Origin. It's not selling as much because right now it's just not as popular. But it's one of those things where it's like it's gonna probably follow a similar trend. I feel like basically any of the pretty good like Sword and Shield sets, like even Brilliant Stars and like Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, I think, I'm telling you, in the next few months, they're all going to follow a similar trend. I really feel like alternate arts are making a comeback. I feel like just some of them are starting to go up in price before some others, but I feel like it's going to be a point where everything starts going up. So Chilling Reign definitely, I feel like, is still a good buy right now, especially because they aren't moving as crazy. So this is just another opportunity for some of you out there that don't have them yet. So yeah, some of you guys didn't want me to talk about Chilling Reign just because I haven't been talking about it, but it's just because it hasn't been doing anything crazy. It's been lagging behind, but still, obviously, long term and even the next year here, I really feel like it's going to start moving. It's just a little bit behind. So that's all I wanted to say today. I've been talking a lot about Sword and Shield sets. I know recently, I don't know if you guys really care to hear about Sword and Shield, but these are starting to move up. I was telling you guys a few months ago, everyone is focused on Scarlet and Violet. Nobody's going back to Sword and Shield to pick up these boxes and are going to start moving up. And we're finally seeing it with Fusion Strike, Lost Origin. They're moving up. And I feel like some of these sets like Chilling Reign, Brilliant Stars, and Silver Tempest, these sets that are more, I guess Chilling Reign is maybe closer on tier with, Fusion Strike and Lost Origin, but still, all these more middle sets that people don't talk about as much, they're moving up now in Sword and Shield, and I feel like it's really going to make a comeback. Alternate arts and Sword and Shield, I feel like in the beginning of next year, we're going to see some crazy prices, and we're just seeing a small glimpse of that here with Fusion Strike and Lost Origin. So, yeah, I just want to talk about Chilling Reign today because I haven't been talking about it at all. So, yeah, there you go. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.